All right, welcome into Extra Time. Alexis here with Frank, looking so dapper with his Pep Guardiola roll neck. Who did it first, you or Pep?
Frank.
Sean Connery.
That's my James.
Frank did it before Sean Connery.
I'm sorry, it's not Pep Guardiola. My reference is
Frank did it before Sean Connery. I remember hearing Sean Connery saying, man, that Frank Leboeuf.
And Sean Connery, one of the greatest Scotsmen that the world has ever given.
And he didn't have any problem with the hit.
No, he didn't have any problem with the heat because he shot.
Because he's James Bond.
Exactly. But he shot for the movies in Jamaica.
You saying Sean Connery is greatest Scotsman. Give him Sir Alex Ferguson.
Sean Connery is my first Scottish love.
No. And your affinity to all things Manchester United,
Shaka,
which we've been discussing all day long.
I knew Shaka was going to bring this
discuss it all day long. Caught me a little bit by surprise, Alexis. Carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
He's upset because I was rooting for Denmark to get to the World Cup because of Rasmus Højlund, who I thought has found good form with Napoli, as all Man United players seem to do once they leave Man United. Speaking of our favourite Scotsman, Don Hutchison is still here with us.
Are you all right? Are you all right, mate?
What?
Did I just hear you say, Alexis, did I just hear you say you were rooting for Denmark?
Yeah.
No, hang on. Not over Scotland, Don. I was rooting for Denmark to get through their playoffs to then make it there because Rasmus Højlund, he's one of our own.
Right.
There you go. Come on, Don. You know me better than that. You know I'm the unofficial member of that Tartan army all day, every day. Scotland the brave. Right, let's start with the first question. With the recent Salah news, has there ever been a quicker downfall for a champion team? Don, what do you think?
I mean, the comments, it's bombshell comments because it's awful from Mo Salah to think that he might be bigger than Liverpool Football Club. It's okay to have a discussion and have an argument with the manager. He's saying he's got no relationship. That's quite normal. It's a bit of a bombshell statement, but that's quite normal. The fact that he's gone after the football club is awful and self-indulgent. And the worst thing that he's done now, after saying it tonight before Liverpool play Inter Milan in the Champions League this week, this story now is going to rumble and rumble for days because what does Arne Slot do now? Does he even take him to San Siro? Does he take him to Italy and put him in the squad against Inter Milan? Does he leave him behind? That's going to cause even more drama. Does he put him on the bench again for the fourth time? Does he buckle a little bit and plays Mo Salah? It's left Arne Slot in a horrible position.
I really think that Salah is sending a message. If he wanted to stay, he would have never come out with a comment like that. I think
you think mentally he's already checked out?
He's trying to find a way out.
But this is Mo Salah we're talking about. We know, as he said it himself.
It might be good, you know, Alexis.
Go on, Don.
It might be good, you know. It might be good for Liverpool because probably what they want now is probably a little bit of closure on Mo Salah. And because his form has dipped, and by the way, he's not the only one.
Don. This is an ugly way to end with one of your club legends.
Well, yeah, but think of this, right? If Mo Salah's form dipped, he's got a 2-year contract, and let's just say his form dipped a little bit, and he was on the slide a little bit, and his legs were starting to go. I don't think they are, but let's just say his performances were on the down slope, but his fitness wasn't quite there. Then you're carrying a player for 400 grand a week for 2 years. It might be a case where you go, you've been one of Liverpool's greatest ever footballers. We're going to move you on in January. You've been amazing for us. We've been amazing for you. We can get some closure and buy new players for Liverpool to kick on because they're in a state at the moment with Mo Salah or not.
Toxic ending, and I know a thing or two about toxic endings.
I don't think anybody can comment on that at all. but the thing to that point, we just a few months gone Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving, and the way that was received, and he didn't say anything.
Born and bred.
He just let his contract run down and left without any saying anything negative about the football club. So you then wonder, what is a good ending? How do you bring things to a good close? Somebody's always upset. You know, either the player isn't quite ready to leave yet, or the club aren't ready for that player to move on. So it's part of the job that these endings are never quite as clean as you would like them to be. But I'm with Don on this. I mean, given the money that he's carrying, and let's be honest, his performances this season haven't warranted that. To his point, what he's done in the past has been great.
But you're only good as your last game?
As we were joking off air, if that were a factor, Kenny Dalglish would still be starting. It'd be Kenny Dalglish and Kevin Keegan up front. That's not that you earn that position week by week. And I'm sorry, I love Mo Salah, but I just think he's gone down the wrong avenue.
That's the hardest thing for football players, is to know when to drop a little bit in your career when it's almost the end. And I always say it's better to show envy than pity. And when you leave, it would have been fantastic to feel that you are missed at Liverpool and go to Saudi Arabia, maybe, because he did the job, because he has been fantastic. And I'm sorry, it's time to go for me. I remember Michel Platini retiring at 32 years old when everybody was expecting him to play 2 more years, but he said, no, I'm done. Thank you very much. And when you feel regrets around you, it's good. It's better for a football player.
All right, we'll see exactly how this toxic relationship may end. Next question. Has Unai Emery been the best manager in the Premier League this season? No goals and no wins in their first 4 matches, and now sitting 3rd in the table.
But for me, as I explained during the show, he didn't change the players. He didn't change any tactic and the way that he's playing. He changed the mentality of the players from being bad at the beginning of the season to where they were last season and the good season that they had. And that's the credit I want to give to Unai Emery. And it showed all the strength that he had in the group and in the dressing room. So yeah, I agree. He's been the best manager so far.
I would say pound for pound. In that, and I guess pound is the right phrasing here. When you look at the money that Arsenal spend, that Manchester City spend, that Aston Villa, well, Liverpool, we're not having that conversation, that Aston Villa have been under PSR regulations, and still they're competitive. So again, pound for pound, probably the right phrasing.
Pun intended. Don, what say you? Unai Emery, best manager in the Premier League right now on form?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're 9 wins and 10, but not just that. I think when you think of the forward players that they've lost, they lost Moussa Diaby to Saudi, they lost Leon Bailey, they lost John Duran, they lost Marcus Rashford, they lost Asensio. So they lost so many players, and that's why I think at the very start of the season, when they couldn't buy a win for the first 4 or 5 games, and everything was very much doom and gloom, they'd lost loads of forward players, wide players, goals, and you just think, Unai Emery's the perfect man to see them through this, because he was very frustrated at the start. Since then, he's got them all together. They're playing great football. The mood is incredibly high. They're winning games for fun. They're sitting in 3rd. As it stands, technically, they're in a title race. What a job he's done. I think he's, as I said before, I think when it comes to watching a game, smelling a game and making substitutions, he is one of the very best.
So Marcus Rashford is one of your own?
Oh, he's one of our own.
Oh my God.
He's always going to be one of our own. Stop it.
Boy.
Born and bred and made in Manchester. Anyways, the right side. Next question is for Don, and it's still about Unai Emery. Don, if Unai Emery got the same financial backing and patience of the board that Mikel Arteta got over the 6 years period, would he have already won a Premier League trophy with Arsenal by now?
I don't think so. I think it's one of them where you can look at it and you go, yeah, maybe. But don't forget, City and Liverpool in that period were frightening. I mean, City and Liverpool in that period were hitting 100 points. I mean, let's not forget, to win the league in that sort of City-Liverpool dominance, you had to hit between 98 and 100 points. So probably not is the answer to the question.
Anyone else think the same?
No, I agree. I think it's... when you say money talks, but there are other aspects of the game that you have to sort out. And Arsenal needed that time to grow up and to finally be able to be in the title race.
I think Unai Emery has always been a better manager than maybe he's been given credit for.
Yeah.
Listen, at PSG, I thought that was a toxic place. There were many a manager went in there and couldn't get it right until Luis Enrique comes in and does that. So find out how to judge. And then succeeding Arsene Wenger at Arsenal is Manchester United still haven't fully replaced or properly replaced to have them seriously competitive since it's Sir Alex Ferguson. Look how difficult a task that has proven. Look how difficult a task that has proven. I'm just saying, so to come in after a legendary manager as he did at Arsenal, that's a tough. And I thought he actually did better than I think many people think if you go back and look at his record and how Arsenal did, it was actually better than many people give him credit for. So it's good to see him doing as he did with Villa. And let's remember where Villa were when he took over after Steven Gerrard to where they are now. I think it's great that people are appreciating Unai Emery's brilliance as a football manager.
Well, don't forget what he did in Spain, you know.
So
many times, you know, the Europa League. So.
But even that, people just kind of, okay, you know, it's Europa League, you know, and kind of dismissed it. You know, but I think people are really sitting up and taking notice with the job that he continues to do with Aston Villa under difficult circumstances, given the spending of those around him.
That's right. Give Unai his flowers. Quality. Speaking of quality, or we will see. Next question. Did Xavi Simons do anything today to improve your opinion of him in the Premier League, Don?
He scored.
One game and he's already statement.
Yeah, well,
come on.
Well, this is a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Don, go ahead.
Yeah, but Frank's right. No, but Frank's right. We get carried away when we see someone play well in one game. We go, yeah, he's back, or that's why justified spending the money. Now what you want to see from Xavi Simons is, right, that's the levels. Exactly. You've shown us your levels. Can you stay there? Can you stay consistent? And we'll judge you after a couple of weeks, stroke a month, and we'll judge you from now at the end of the season. But that's the bar. You've set your own bar because he's a talented young player. Now keep it up.
Yeah, I fully agree. No, to answer the question exactly as it's phrased, yes, he did. He scored.
But
and one assist.
I had an assist.
Yeah, your Michael there.
Yes,
oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Supporting producer keeps screaming.
But he's not had anything to cheer about recently, so we have to give.
We talk about life, or we talk about life or football.
And in football.
Well, he has to cheer more than Manchester United.
Well, he does cheer more than Manchester United.
I think he won something against Manchester United.
I know, but we don't want to see us stressed out, Mike. Our Mike gets stressed out a lot, so he's happy that Xavi Simons did something today.
So yes, he did something, but now to the point that the boys are making is doing something for one game is not enough to fully change an opinion. Now you have a goal, you have a goal and assist for the next 12 weeks. There we're having a different conversation.
Our producer Mike is stressed out now because he hates when we talk about him out in the open. But we love you, Mike.
Too late. He was shouting, you know.
He was shouting. He
made an assist. He made an assist.
He said he made. He's blushing. He's turning red.
Everybody, make sure to tell everybody.
He said, let's move on. Final question is for our Frank Leboeuf, because he's the only one that can answer it here. Frank, how heavy is a World Cup trophy?
Very.
I think it's around 10 pounds of gold.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. So it's quite heavy.
It's quite heavy, yeah, but it's, you know.
But not for a big man like you, not for a small
No, but when you
That's
win.
about 10 pounds. If it's 10 pounds of gold, then it's 10 pounds, isn't
That's
it?
10 pounds.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but the 10 pounds of metal is less, I mean, it's appreciated when But you know what, it looks like very light when you win.
Because you're just floating.
Oh my God, it's like a baby.
Alexis, when you look at what Frank's got on tonight, that lovely blazer and a lovely grey polo neck, I think he's missed a trick. He should have had a little blazer with a little World Cup dangling just on his chest.
You wore that yesterday.
You know, like
I have a little World Cup.
You wore that yesterday, Don. You wore that yesterday.
No, the thing is,
yeah, you wore that yesterday.
Well, it's Marcel de say. It's like the jacket that you have.
Yeah.
You don't have to show where it comes from.
You
know it's there. It's inside, and my World Cup is in my heart.
Don, did you see the start of the show? Don, did you see the start? Alexis starts off with, to my left, we've got Frank Leboeuf, French international, World Cup winner in 1998, started final. And down the far end, we've got that tallish fella. That tall guy down there. Oh, man.
I gave Shaka his flowers because as a fellow...
We've got him.
We've got
World Cup winner, and then down there we've got him.
Shaka is unfair. We talk about in clean sheet.
Shaka stopped Zlatan from scoring. I think he did, what was it, like 6 or 7 saves, Shaka?
I feel humble.
Sweden were coming after Trinidad.
Don't try to make up to me now.
At that point, they were the smallest country to have
End the show before I start talking about Mike again.
This man came off the bench because he was second thought to
Don't try to make up to me now. Too late.
First choice goalkeeper.
Let's talk about Mike.
A leg injury, and in comes a 50-year-old Shaka Hislop.
Let's go, Frank.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but
don't try to make up to me now.
Shaka Hislop. Our Shaka
Make up to
Hislop.
me now.
Legend.
The mayor of Newcastle.
He's running for
The hammer. I saw that hammer of the club. You know, in 19 something. Hammer.
Hammer of the year, 98, 99.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
that's me. That's
Hammer of the year. We love
Yeah,
that.
Shaq. Yeah, Shaq.
Well,
you can have
let's
your
talk
World
about
Cup.
Mike again.
Frank hasn't got Hammer of the Year.
Exactly.
Yeah, in my garage. I have a very good hammer.
That's 12 pounds.
All right, guys, I could go on, but producer Mike says it's time to wrap up.
Oh yeah.
Mike,
He wants to go and
what a
celebrate his Spurs
killjoy.
victory. Let him celebrate his Spurs victory.
What a killjoy Mike is.
He wants to celebrate his Spurs victory. Well, oh, there we go.
Wrap this up.
Oh, we're in the dog.
We're in the doghouse now.
We're in the doghouse.
We're in the doghouse.